You want to make sure this grill pan is ripping hot.
Just get this grill pan smoking.
Beautiful smoke. Coming in hot. Harold's trying to catch everybody on fire.
That's the way to do it.
I'm gonna try to do it. Don't laugh at me if I can't do it.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just smiling.
It's your girl, Chef Tiana G, aka T, and we're on the best coast with my boy, Chef Harold.
A.K. Uncle Harold. We're not in the Bronx no more. We're in Martha Stewart's house. We're gonna be making some great Filipino skewers with my girl, Chef T. Let's get into it.
Boom. Today I'm gonna be making a prawn skewer in a saw, which is pretty much just like a basic marinade for like barbecued proteins.
I'm gonna do chicken in the saw. In the saw, and its word itself is just grilling, or anyhow, it's like grilling. We're super excited to kind of showcase both dishes and show the differences and the similarities of it, and it's gonna come out great.
All right, so now that I've magically appeared with gloves, we're gonna get into cleaning our prawns. I have some fairly large, juicy, big fella prawns. I don't wanna use like shrimp. I'm going big here. I like to grill my prawns with the shell on because more flavor, and it's actually really good. I don't mind eating the prawn shell. Like, no waste over here, like a true Filipina. I'm going to take a pair of scissors, and right in between the head and the body where they kind of like separate like this, I'm just going to gently kind of just cut down the line of the where the spine is. And then I'm gonna take a knife and carefully slide down the back so I can open up that flesh and clean it out, because I don't want any of that bile sac inside. I am going to put it in some cool water and just like pull it out. I find that's the easiest way to clean it. It'll come right out.
Oh, that's cool. I never done that.
Yeah, because I feel like it gets messy. I'm doing head on, I'm doing tail on. I love the head. The head is like one of my favorite parts, especially when the marinade's in there. Same kind of texture as uni to me for some reason.
Like a sea flavor to it. And
Yeah, so good.
yeah. So right now I'm just chopping up some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. They keep the moisture. You can't really mess it up. You can't really overcook it. I'm cutting them in a 1-inch kind of cube. It'll cook a little bit faster, and it'll take about 4 to 5 minutes on each side, and then you'll have some great grilled chicken, Filipino style.
Ooh, marinade time. So this marinade that we're marinating our prawns in is actually going to turn into our dipping sauce and sauce later. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of soy sauce in a bowl. Then I'm gonna add some fish sauce. Those are like my BFFs. Fish sauce, if you guys know, patis is fish sauce. In the Philippines, there's different kinds of fish sauces, but patis is definitely a staple ingredient in the Philippines. It adds for like a nice oceany, briny saltiness, but always since a kid, I would always add extra patis onto whatever my lola made. Even when I went out to the Philippines, everywhere I went, it was like a condiment on the side at the table, patis. That's
Nice.
it.
Yeah.
Some water, because we want to kind of dilute that. That's like a really salty situation. And then I am going to slice up some Thai chilies. This is totally up to you. You guys can go crazy on the Thai chili. So I'm just gonna take these Thai chilies and pop them into my bowl. Feel free to use gloves. I'm kind of just being a little savage over here. Just kind of like spicy chilies on my fingers. And then I'm going to get into
Yo, rub
the
your
garlic.
eyes later. Rub your eyes right now.
You both look like you have a lot of garlic.
Yes.
Let me tell you something right now. You better have garlic in your food if you're making Filipino food. Stop fucking around.
Period.
Garlic is the most important part. If you don't have
Yeah.
garlic, you're not doing it right. I think the essential kind of base for Filipino food is really garlic, ginger, onions, bay leaf, black peppercorns, soy sauce. So in my marinade, I'm putting a rough chop of garlic. I got a couple of leaves of bay leaf in there, and I'm gonna use about 3 Thai chilies, kind of rough chop. I'm also gonna add a half an onion, do a little small dice on these. The ginger needs to kind of be broken down a little bit more into the marinade itself. Now we're gonna add a little bit of brown sugar, crushed black pepper, corn, some soy sauce, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of banana ketchup. Just gonna eyeball this. This is one of the best condiments ever made in the Philippines.
It's tropical in the Philippines, so we have
Okay.
lots of like bananas, mangoes, pineapples.
So it's kind of like the way you make ketchup from scratch, and then you just add bananas.
Just bananas. Go bananas.
So now I'm just adding a little bit of 1 whole lemon zest and juice also. And then something my mom and my grandma kind of showed me when I was little, marinating meat in 7-Up, the carbonation and kind of the sugars help to tenderize the meat itself. Half a
I
cup.
feel like it also makes it a little bit stickier.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and like Filipino barbecue is usually sticky, icky.
If you don't have 7-Up, you can use Sprite. It does the same thing.
All right, so in my marinade bowl, I have my soy sauce, my fish sauce, some water, Thai chilies. I'm zesting some limes in here right now, and I'm going to juice these limes as well. Gonna juice these for me?
Yeah, do.
Okay.
Pass them over.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. Lime juice is gonna brighten it up. Thanks to Tito Harold, we have our lime juice. I'm gonna pop it into our bowl, and I have my garlic peeled and ready to go. So this is a whole head of garlic. I'm not playing about my garlic. I need garlic, and I need it now. So I don't really want to make it a paste. I'm just wanting to like open it and release the oils from the garlic cloves. Garlic is life. And then I'm going to do some black peppercorns. I'm just cracking it up. That smells so good, wow. That smells crazy.
Nice.
That smells crazy. Pop the marinade over the prawns and woo!
So you're gonna wanna go ahead and put the marinade into the chicken. I wanna save half of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strain this, and then that liquid is gonna go right into my spray bottles. So kind of spray down the chicken later.
Look at you, pro. Wow, for the
Fucked it
home
up.
chefs out there. Get like this guy.
Don't use the bleach thing. I did that by mistake one time, almost killed everybody. Don't do that. You wanna test it out. Let's see.
That's not on. Bro,
Yo, stop, yo. Don't spray that shit on me.
I'm about to.
Stop.
Oh, wait a minute.
Stop
There
with the
is
chicken
something wrong.
Stop with the chicken.
There is something wrong with it.
I don't know, son. We'll figure it out. We'll edit that. We'll marinate at the same time a couple of hours to kind of infuse all the flavors. And then while we do that, we do some other shit. This is a cooking show. So who's Filipino on your side? Is it your mom's side?
Yeah, my mom's from the Philippines.
Yeah.
She came here when she was 7.
I think with Filipino food, my dad was a merchant marine in the Philippines, and he was a cook when he came up. I learned it from him, and I think in the last maybe 4 years is when I really like started diving into it. 7,000 islands, everybody eats their adobo different.
Yeah.
Everybody makes, you know, their marinades different.
Exactly.
And so in the last few years now, I really want to kind of touch base with my roots and really understand where I came from. Awesome. Thanks, T.
So we have our marinated prawns and chicken. We just popped them out of, we didn't pop them out. We took them out of the fridge. They've been chilling.
Awesome. So just get this grill pan smoking.
Beautiful smoke. We want to make sure this grill pan is ripping hot. So I'm just going to take our skewers and skewer our prawns. I like to start at the tail and kind of just pop it all the way through the head. Look how cute that is. And then I'm going to save a little bit of this marinade to brush the prawns with while I'm grilling. And the remaining, I'm going to pop into the sauce pot and reduce it with some brown sugar.
And you're gonna make it sticky, correct?
I'm gonna get it sticky icky. It's gonna have some nice molasses up in there. It's gonna be nice and sweet. Brown sugar, brown sugar, brown sugar.
Brown sugar, babe.
And banana ketchup. Banana ketchup, banana ketchup, banana ketchup, banana
Everywhere.
ketchup. Everywhere banana ketchup.
That's right.
This is gonna add a nice red color and a nice consistency to the sauce as well. Banana ketchup is a staple. This is like on the side of everything that I eat. You dip everything in this.
Fry some Spam, dip that in there.
Facts. So this should be reduced by the time my prawns and Chef Harold's chicken is like working. I have it on kind of like a medium-high heat right now.
So while she's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and make a dipping sauce called Suka, which is a super famous dipping sauce in the Philippines. Usually it's with some red onions and just regular vinegar. And so I'm gonna jazz it up. Garlic, add some chilies in there, a little bit of ginger. Give it a little, turn it up a notch. I'm just gonna add coconut vinegar right over the top of this. Has a little bit of a sweetness from the coconut, but also has the sourness from the vinegar. And you don't need any salt, you don't need any of that thing. You just let this kind of sit and do its thing. You already know, it's already smelling incredible. You're just gonna let it naturally just infuse. Put the prawns on the grill, son.
Yeah, prawns. Thank you so much for doing what you do. I'm just gonna go ahead, add my prawns on there.
Nice.
Beautiful. I'm just going to baste these prawns with that love every so often.
Nice. So while she's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and skewer some of this chicken. It looks great. If you are doing the open flame situation, you wanna soak your skewers 30 minutes to get it from not inflaming on you when you have it.
Honestly, this right here is very summer vibes. You're outside, you're getting your grill going. This is pretty much like essentially a part of a kamayan, you know?
Yeah. Can you tell everybody what kamayan is?
It's a feast. Kamayan is a Filipino feast. We have all kinds of amazing things laid out on the table. Beautiful banana leaves spread out.
And usually kamayans are a celebration, correct?
Absolutely.
Somebody's 15th birthday. It's a great time doing kamayan.
Yes. I'm gonna check the prawns. You wanna go 3 to 4 minutes per side.
Smells great.
Right? It smells spicy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So right now I have a little bit of, whoa. Right now I have a little bit of char on one of the sides.
Yes.
Thank you, Chefy. And I'm just gonna continue to baste. So over here I have my glaze still reducing. I probably got about a few more minutes on that. We got some bubblation over there.
Bubblation.
The larger ones take a little bit longer. Smaller ones, pretty much finito. You can tell when they kind of like open up on the back right there.
That looks fire.
That's how you know, like the shell kind of like peels away from the actual tail. It's like letting you know, hey, I'm done, take me off. You don't want to overcook them.
Okay, so we're gonna re-season the grill. We're gonna go drop the chicken.
Beauty. Beauty! Look at this. Fantastic.
Gonna hit this with a little bit of salt
Wow.
on top. I also got some of this marinade in the spray bottle.
Fancy. You know, I'm just wondering why the spray bottle.
When I'm in a cookout, I'm usually far from the grill, having my little non-alcoholic drink, you know what I'm saying? Chilling, and I just want to spray from deep like this.
From far away.
Yeah, so I'm like, just like hanging out, talking to people.
Wow.
Yeah, so you know, just like that.
That's impressive.
It's pretty fun.
That's a real Tito move right there.
Yeah, it's a real Tito move. I usually wear a tank top, my gold chain.
Little melon juice. Tito Harold's grill.
So you don't want to move these too much. You just want to make sure that they get nice char color on one side.
Yeah, so that sugar and that banana ketchup is really just like caramelizing.
Technically, if you want to touch it, if it gives you a stiffness, it doesn't have like that kind of bounce on it, it's pretty much cooked. The smaller you cut it, the faster it cooks.
It's the skewer time!
So once you start seeing this kind of colorization, then you just want to test one, slice it open, and you can see that it's cooked all the way through.
Beautiful. The sauce is pretty much done, consistency-wise. I just gave it a taste. I personally want it to be just a little bit sweeter, so I'm just gonna pop in maybe like 2 more tablespoons of this banana ketchup because I just can't live without it. I'm gonna squeeze in 1 more lime to brighten it up because you can imagine all the soy sauce and the fish sauce was reduced. So it's like a lot more salty than it was to start with as a marinade. So I'm just going to give it a little swirly swirl and lightly brush these skewers 1 more time. And you can tell it's reduced because the sugar is now like glossy.
And so while she's doing that, I'm gonna prepare the banana leaf, which is sort of a very Filipino, I guess, tableware. We usually do this with kamayan. Since there's still residual heat from this pan over here, lay it on top. We're just gonna keep moving it around until all that gloss and all of that moisture comes off of it.
Team banana over here.
Trim it. Once you apply heat to it, it becomes a little bit more pliable. So we're gonna go ahead and put our dipping sauce in these like little ramekins. We're just gonna plate this up.
And then I'm just gonna do a little bit of lime zest.
That looks great.
Woo!
Should do a little bit of
lime wedge on the side, yeah.
Perfect.
Woo! That vinegar sauce gonna be poppin'! Wow, wow, wow.
Wowie wow.
Very Instagrammable moment. You know? Let's do it, let's dig in.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna wake everything up.
Thank you. I just pull the prawn right off the skewer. I like to twist the head like that.
Yep.
Gotta get it in there.
Yep.
So that, no?
That's good.
Thank you, chef. I like to take the legs apart too. I might eat the leg.
You can really taste the marinade. The dipping sauce has like a Southeast Asian, Filipino kind of flavor profile, which is super great.
Yeah, because prawns are naturally like a sweet seafood. Peeling the prawns is just like taking me back to like a childhood moment of just like realizing, hey, like we eat with our hands in the Philippines, you know? Yeah, gotta get in there with your fingers.
Go ahead and try the chicken now. A little bit of that Suka on top.
Yum. That 7-Up, that 7-Up did its thing. This piece of chicken is super tender and super juicy. The char on the outside from that banana ketchup is delicious.
Give it a slight sweetness to it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So glad Tito Harold came to the West Coast to mess
No
with me, get dirty, eat with our fingers, cook food from the soul. It's been a pleasure to have you out here.
And I appreciate you, having me in your space and being here in the West Side. So yeah, I think this is such great, easy summer recipes.
Complete game changer.
And like we always say in Bon Appetit, never forget where you came from, otherwise you become a fucking asshole. South Bronx all day, BX all day, you already know.
And until next time, peace, love, and blessings.
Word.
You got bay leaves in there.
Yeah, I put a little bay leaf in there because I want to use bay leaf to keep it Filipino. Because this is a Filipino cooking show, motherfuckers. Shout out to Joe Coy. Come by and say us, right?